Let's talk about Kyle Shanahan's future. When Kyle Shanahan throws up his hands and said, our team just isn't as talented as it was in the past, when he doesn't get the ball to George Kittle when he's your best player, it's either he's run out of ideas and he's become so stubborn that he actually can't do what's right for the organization anymore, or his attitude is, fire me. Go ahead, fire me. You just gave me an extension last year. If you fired me, you'd have to give me so much freaking money. I could take a year off. I could take 2 years off. I could do whatever the hell I wanted. You'd be paid. Go ahead. I can't imagine that he's this bad. I've always been critical of Kyle, but I never thought he was this bad. I thought he had little things he needed to tweak, or there were reasons why he was a high-level loser. He's just a loser now. 5-7. He very well could lose next week to the Bears and their interim head coach, whoever the hell that is. I don't even know. But there's a real chance that next week in Santa Clara, that Bears team, coached by God knows who, will be more prepared and enthusiastic to play football than the 49ers. So what are the Yorks going to do about it? You paid all this money. You could bring him back, but it's not going to be any better next year. This team needs a new voice. When the team's problem is complacency, lack of hunger, you need a new head coach. He's been here 8 years. It's not working. Now, McDermott's also been here 8 years. They haven't tuned him out. They still play with enthusiasm and joy because he's doing a good job. Even 8 years in, Kyle Shanahan's on the verge of his 4th losing season in 8 years. That's terrible. Terrible. So it seems to me the Niners, I don't know what they're going to do, but I don't think they have a choice. I think they got to find a way to mutually agree to part ways with Kyle Shanahan after this season. Do you disagree? You could bring it back, but what's going to be better next year? What if Kyle Shanahan takes a look at the team week 1 and says, we're just not that good? You're screwed. That's what happened this year. He looked at the teams like, McCaffrey's not here and Ayuk's not in football shape. We're screwed. So I'm just going to go through the motions. Oh, play Jordan Mason more? No. That's why. What's the point? We're going to lose. That's kind of been his attitude all year. And so how can the Niners fight through that? You can't. Certain players have tried, but you can't as a team when you have that type of negativity from your own leader. You'd never hear Dan Campbell talk that way. If anyone believed in that, back when the Lions were like 3-13, he believed in him. He didn't say, it's not that good. There's nothing I can do. What adjustment do you want me to make? Eight years. Really, it seems like, if we're being honest here, the creative genius that he was, he had a lot of interesting stuff in his offense in 2019. First year they went to the Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo. That was some really good coaching. But the last few years, in 2021, his idea was give the ball to Deebo Samuel as much as humanly possible. And that worked for a while. And then that stopped working. And then his next idea was trade for Christian McCaffrey and give him the ball as much as humanly possible. And that worked for a while until it stopped working. And now when all he has is Jordan Mason, George Kittle, and Jawan Jennings, 3 guys who are really good, he's out of ideas and can't move the ball. He's trying to give the ball to Kyle Juszczyk. Can we just talk about that for a minute? Was there a more fitting way for this season to finally go off the rails? A handoff to Juszczyk at the goal line? Why? Good things never happen when you try to give him the ball. He's almost 35 years old. He's a hood ornament to this offense. Nothing more. He's not an actual player. They were at the goal line. They could have gave the ball to Garendo, who scored a touchdown. They could have gave the ball to Jordan Mason. They could have thrown the ball to George Kittle, who's a future Hall of Famer. No. Let's get it to Juszczyk. That's not a serious play call. And that was like other things that bothered me about Kyle Shanahan tonight. So like just how unprepared he was for the snow. You grew up in Denver. Your dad coached the Broncos. How do you, like, for example, there was that play, handoff to Jordan Mason. We got hit in the backfield, lost like 4 yards. It starts off with freaking Brock Purdy doing a pirouette in the pocket, faking a handoff to Deebo Samuel, and then giving the ball to Jordan Mason. I saw the Niners practice this stupid handoff dozens of times throughout the week. It's snowing. Cut the cute shit. This is big boy football. You're not gonna win based on some little cute little handoff where the quarterback does a 360 first. Maybe at home, but here you're gonna win based on who's tougher. Spinning around, handing the, like, come on, man. Handing the ball to Juszczyk at the goal line. Cute. Oh, they'll never see this coming. And he fumbled. The pirouette handoff. Cute. That's what's up with Cott to me. Like, he's not creative anymore. He's cute. He does little cute stuff where he's like, cool. Well, you definitely drew attention to yourself with that play call, but was it good? What effect did the pirouette handoff have on the defense? Oh, it just was a slow developing play and it got blown up in the snow. Just careless. Again, I can't imagine that Kyle's actually this bad. He's been better in the past. He freaking grew up in the snow. What? Either he forgot how to coach and he's completely washed up and he's the Cinderella of coaches, or he's daring the organization to fire him, or there's a third thing that I don't even understand. But, there's been a joke on Twitter the last couple of weeks when Niner fans or analysts start to say that, hey, maybe Kyle Shanahan shouldn't be the coach of this team. You'll see like Giants fans or Bears fans being like, yeah, fire him. We'll take him. Take him. You have no idea what you're getting yourself into, man. Enjoy.